saying I watched the Michael Jackson movie the other day,
Yeah.
and I came out of it, and I felt sorry for Joe Jackson.
You see, this is why you're my brother.
Okay, I thought it's just me, you know.
This is why you're my brother. I felt the same.
Yeah,
and I left
bro.
and I was thinking, you know what? They're trying to do something to this guy, and I don't like it.
So look, my point of view is,
Yeah.
this guy was working in a fucking steel mill.
Yeah.
You know how many hours you're working in a steel mill? How much hard work that is?
Yeah.
And you come home,
Yeah.
and you get your little kids out of bed,
Yeah.
and now you're teaching them to dance.
Yeah.
And have the patience, because they couldn't sing and dance to begin with. You have the patience to teach them to sing and dance.
Yeah.
After fucking 12-hour shit in a steel mill, that's madness.
Right.
That's dedication.
I didn't like how they made the guy look out to be. I think they did a bit too much in his character. And I think a lot of people misunderstood him. There were certain things he said in the movie that I saw where he was coming from.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I've got the dynamic, because I think for the other Jackson brothers, I don't think they hated Joe as much.
Yeah.
Because they was more like masculine boys.
Yeah.
I think for Michael's little sensitive ass,
Yeah.
you had Joe and then Michael being mad sensitive, and that's just, it didn't work. So Michael's perception of this guy was he's a monster who just takes his butt off all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone grew up getting licks in them days, you know what I mean? It weren't nothing. I'm watching them thinking, they didn't get no super licks. They just got belts.
Yeah.
They ain't no super licks.
So bro, this is what I think personally. So when he left the family, the group, he left the group, do you think him signing to who he signed to was a good decision or a bad decision?
You know what? You know where from my mind?
Yeah.
Barry Gordy, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, if you know about the music industry and like the whole kind of line of predators, there's a lot of rumors about Barry Gordy.
Yeah.
And like what he done to people that passed on to like the next line and kind of gave birth to the P. Diddy's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I look at this young boy being taken by Barry Gordy from his family, I'm like, I wonder if there's a story there.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I mean?
You know there is, but they'll never pull it out there, bro.
Nah.
I personally think he made a huge mistake. You know what, bro? I don't even believe in people signing record deals, bro. Especially if you're as big as that. You can always be independent and do it yourself. So I literally feel like him signing that deal, he set himself up.
You see, with a record deal, you're signing essentially your contacts. So I spent a long time in the music industry.
I'll swear down.
And it's what they can provide. It's the distribution. It's the links to radio.
Okay.
It's the international distribution.
Okay.
The links to all these companies abroad. Being able to set up concerts, all of those things they can facilitate that you're kind of, that's what they provide.
Right.
I've got nothing against record companies making back the money, because you spend out a lot of money as a record company to make a star.
Okay.
But obviously they just try and get too much back. So the record contracts and companies, not necessarily bad, but it's just the contracts that they're given. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You still need them. Independent artists, you can do so much if you know the game.
Right. All right, cool. So let's pick another card. This time, don't share it to yourself. Just give it to man.
All right.
Yeah.
So I can't look at it.
I can't look at it, bro.
All right, cool.
Oh, I think it's a good one. What do you think has been the biggest technological development in your lifetime?
Microwaves.
Microwaves.
Nah, man, no. Obviously the internet, innit?
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah, man. It's changed everything.
Yeah, the internet is, I think it's changed everything and it's ruined a lot as well.
Probably, but I think in terms of information, you had a system of control that's been in place since for as long as the world has existed, you know what I mean?
Right.
People have tried to control it. And then when you had the inception of the media in the first place, it was all done under a controlled umbrella.
Okay.
So you can control the narrative, you control messaging, you control what people think.
Okay.
And when the internet came along, was the first breakaway from that umbrella.
Okay.
So you had a chance now to get real information, to get like an actual view of the real world outside of what they want to show you.
Yeah.
Now I think you're at a point where those systems that control the media have seen this and they're like, okay, how do we counter it? We flood it with bare misinformation, bullshit. So now you don't know what's what.
Yeah.
You're no longer going to the internet for like real information that you're not getting in the mainstream.
Yeah.
You're going to the internet and you're getting, you don't know whether that's real, that's fake, that's fake. Is that AI?
AI now.
And that's where we are right now.
You can't even tell the difference between a real video and a fake video.
Exactly.
You see certain videos and you have to question whether it's real or not. And we're seeing the world in literally 4K now, bro.
Yeah.
We're seeing everything that's going around the world. Like, yeah, it's crazy out here, bro.